Icebergs start to melt slowly and all gone now.
The waves would crash on the shores, and it was really scary.
The temperatures are warmer. It's getting scarier. Climate change is happening. A polar bear sighting around here is becoming a rare thing due to less ice, I guess. I notice at least 30 to 40 feet of some of the coastline is disappearing. Warmer weather, permafrost melting, climate change. It's taking longer to freeze, so our hunts are being delayed, and the original migration route for some of the animals are taking longer to either freeze so they could cross, or they have to migrate a different route. As you can see, we're loaded to go across to a place called Water Creek. We're gonna try jiggle for coney, and we're gonna be traveling on about 4 to 6 inches of ice, I guess. Well, when I was younger, about this time we'd be at least a foot of ice, and right now we're thinner than back then, and the tide is up. It's becoming risky. The temperatures are warmer. We got next to nothing for snow. It's getting scarier. When I go there, even when I'm on my way there, I know I'm on my way to peace. Quiet, peaceful, no phone, no doorbell, no TV, just be out on the land, enjoy the fresh air. About 12 years old, I started going out on land with my grandmother. I do a lot of hunting for my family, for us to eat and survive, because we can't really only depend on the store because it's too much. The way prices are going up nowadays for gas and food, I get them involved. Like, you've seen my 6-year-old scaling fish. He comes check net with me, and then he sees me scaling, and then he's interested and he wants to try, and I let him try, and now he's hooked, and then now I just gotta wait till he's a little older, and I'll bring him out on land to hunt caribou, hunt whale. We never overkill. We just take what we need for the season. I was always taught to help my people. If I overcatch, I help out the community by giving out to the elders and the single mothers.
That's my mom and dad right here. My mom is packing me. And my brother Sandy, who's living over there, he's in the middle there. It was still cold, from 60 below to sometimes 80 below. And it was cold in those days. Icebergs start to melt slowly and all gone now. People getting to be more and more all the time in this world. The more people, the more pollution. I think the worst one is pollution from oil. We have to really do something about it because it affects all animals. That's what I'm worried about only.
The tides are coming and my properties are in low-laying area, and what am I gonna do? Like, I can't just move my house to where I feel safe. It would have to be starting all over again. Like our shoreline down at the point was full with houses one time. Now you go down that way, it's empty now due to shore erosion, higher waters, stronger winds. You see the big white house there? There used to be 5 of them here, and then police barracks, they were up on top the hill there. They had a shop here. They're all gone.
Originally, our home was right on the shore of the Arctic Ocean. And last year, they ended up moving us here, and it was really scary. The waves would crash on the shores and erode little by little every year. Would have gotten swept into the ocean. Real shame that we had to move, because we were actually on the spot where my grandfather's parents actually lived. The entire community might have to move within 50 years. The kids will end up seeing this happening again in the very not so distant future.
Climate change. Me as a hunter-traveler, I've noticed a lot of the lakes that connect to the ocean are drying out. Be nice to know what happened there. I've seen a lot of erosion going on. Where I go hunt my reindeer, there's a big hole of erosion. And I'm hoping 50 years from now, or 20 at least, this creek isn't dried out like these other creeks I usually fish at around here. Because I love fishing, and a couple of the lakes and creeks I went to were dried pretty well to nothing. Nothing left in them, so. Oh, look at that, wow! Boy, those fish are coming out of there today. Scared for flooding. Main one is flooding. Scary for the kids. Not only that, I want them to go out and do what I'm doing today. Scary.
What do you think, that there are still people and politicians who don't believe or don't care about climate change?
They don't know how it was 40, 50 years ago and now. That's why they probably can't believe us. They don't live it. They're surrounded by tall buildings, and how can you see erosion through all that? Like, come down to my part of the country and I can literally show you that climate change is happening.
Everyone can make a little bit of a difference. Would say tax the 1%. We'd solve a lot of problems. Make life easier for those whose lives are harder.
We have to smarten up, I think, because the more people, the more pollution is coming out. But you could cut it in half if you wanted it to.
It's all for real, yeah. It's no joke. We're almost under the ocean.